These are the only batteries that you're really going to need on your kayak. If you have been watching my channel, you know I'm a huge supporter of veteran-owned businesses and small businesses. And that is one reason why I have been using the NOCQUA brand batteries on my kayak setup for over the last year. Not only do they perform, they're affordable and they're very compact. If you're intimidated by wiring and electronics, this is where the NOCQUA batteries really shine. Simple plug and play system. You don't have to worry about wiring anything up. All you do is simply plug in the adapters, twist the little knob, get a watertight seal, and these batteries are waterproof. The way these batteries are set up, they are very compact. They are easy to mount anywhere on your kayak. You don't need any special adapters to be able to mount these. And today we're going to walk through on my Native Titan X 12.5, and I'm going to show you how I utilize these NOCQUA batteries and other ways that you can use these NOCQUA batteries, not just on your kayak. So let's take a look at the yak and I'll show you how I am utilizing the NOCQUA Power. We're going to go through the batteries. This is the NOCQUA 4.4 milliamp battery, and this is the 20 amp battery that they have, and I have two of these, one of these, and this is a little kept secret. This is the 2.2 milliamp battery, and I'm going to show you how you can utilize this battery on your kayak also. So we'll just use the 2.2 right now to show you. So I've got one of the NOCQUA USB plugs right here, and this is how simple it is. You've got a male and a female adapter, and if you look, you got a white arrow, that way you know exactly it's going in the right way every time. And then you're just going to screw the cap on, and bam, we've got power. This is also one of my favorite little accessories that they sell. So if you look at this, this is a little USB light. We're going to plug this in, and now you can see we have light. And I really like this. This does not draw hardly any amps whatsoever. So when you install one of these USB adapters on your kayak, then you can plug in this light if you're out before daylight fishing or after dark, and you can have a little light. And this thing is bendable. You can get this into many different positions. I really love this light, and I will link it in the description so you can also check it out. But it's just a USB NOCQUA light, little powerful bright light to give you some accessory light inside of your kayak. I'll show you some of the utilization that I have with these NOCQUA batteries, what I'm running on them, and I've also done the liberty of making you a chart that we will go through to show you approximate run times for the devices that you're going to be using. So first off, we're going to start back here with the black pack, and I'll show you how I have this set up. Back of the kayak, I've got the Kayak black pack. This is the 11 by 11, and inside I've got the 20 amp NOCQUA battery, and I have it on a Y cable. So this one is running directly to my USB-C plug-in, and all I did was drilled out a hole, mounted this. I'll show it to you. This allows me, if I want to be able to piggyback and plug another device in anywhere in the back, like a 360 camera, if I want to. So I could theoretically run a DJI camera on one side and run a 360 camera on another side. But let's go ahead and show you how this setup is on the inside. So as you can see right now, 12.1. We'll plug this in, see if we can get it to light up. Get down here low enough. And nope, we're not plugged in all the way. There we go. 11.9. So 0.2 amps just by plugging it in. So unplug it, we're back up to 12.1. So right here is my plug for the NOCQUA USB-C adapter, and it's got a thread lock on it. So you just screw that on. That's what holds it on. I just set my NOCQUA battery right here in the corner, out of the way. That leaves me all of this space. I've got space over here that I can utilize, so I don't take up a bunch of room. I did have a 3D printed box that I had my battery in right here, but I found that took up way too much room and I was losing storage space. I find that it just sits better right there. And then here's something I'll show you that's pretty cool if you don't have a black pack or a crate or anything. One thing you can do with these NOCQUA batteries is you've got this built-in accessory strap on the cover, and you can just take this and wrap it around anything on your kayak. You've got enough here to be able to wrap it. It's super secure. Still got your power running, so you could just have your cable laying in here, right here beside of it. So you don't need a black pack. You do not need a crate. Whatever your mounting device is for your cameras, that's what you can attach this to. Makes it super modular and easy to move around on your kayak. That accessory right there is very valuable when you're talking about space on your kayak. Now, on mine, I kind of run one of these Yak Attack sticks here, and I'll just run a USB-C cable straight down here, and then I just wrap it around, and then we just plug it in right here. Boom. Then we've got continuous power, and you'll see on the chart that how long you're going to be able to get. And I'll zoom in up here. Right there you go. Shows the battery percentage. So, but you don't need to run a battery in these. So if you're going to run an external camera like this, take the battery out and run it straight cable, plugging it into power. You're going to get way longer time recording, because if you are running off that if you put the battery in there, you're going to be charging the battery. So you can see it just went up to 41%. So this is what happens. Let me see if I can do this with one hand. And now you just turn it on. You can hit record, and now continuous power. You can, with the right SD card, you can see I can record for, that's shooting 4K. You can just use the rail of your kayak. Just put that right there. Boom, it's mounted. So it'll mount on a rail. What about a seat frame? There you go. We are mounted completely on a seat frame. You don't have to worry about losing your battery. So you got multiple mounting options with these batteries when you get this case. So highly recommend getting the NOCQUA batteries for that very reason. Super simple, super easy, and doesn't take up a lot of space, and it doesn't weigh anything. Moving to the front here, I have mounted my nav lights on the front hatch here, and these are the NOCQUA stick and glow lights. waterproof. You've got nav and white mode, 12 volt LED lights. You just take the kit and you clean this off underneath. These simply stick on. I just drilled 2 holes in here. Then I put a waterproof gasket in here. So the hole that I drilled, no water can get in. And on the inside, other than my cable mesh for the transducer, but I just have my nav lights hooked up to the, right now, the 4.4 amp battery. And I have it on a switch. And I can mount this switch right here on my bar, and then that way, after the sun comes up and I no longer need the lights, I can push this button, lights are off. Now, for any other time, for the first button, when you press it, you've got bright white LEDs, and then the second press takes you to your standard legal red and green nav lights. And let me tell you, these lights are absolutely bright at nighttime. I'll show you a little bit of footage of what it looks like. Right before you get out on the water, you're definitely going to be seen with these lights right here. And this little battery right here will power these lights as long as you need them to. So you're not going to have to worry about this battery running down when you're running your nav lights. You're going to get multiple trips out of this battery with these lights. All right, we're still using the 4.4 amp hour battery right here for our testing, and this is the custom NOCQUA Captain's Bridge light bar. And this battery, I have it set up on another switch, and this is for nighttime fishing. I can go through, and I've got a bunch of different colors, and I've got one set up on each side. When I'm out fishing, I can actually have lighting on the inside. These little switches that NOCQUA sells, these things, you can mount these, or you could just use the strap. I prefer the strap. What I do is I run everything down through here under the hatch, and when I close this up, all of my cables are hidden. I can still latch this back, and then what I usually do is I strap my strap around right here, and then when I don't need it, I can just press the button, turn the lights off. When I want the lights on, boom, I can turn the lights on. You don't have to have any special wiring. That's the whole key in this process. Every single thing that they have is simply plug and play. I mean, you just line up the white, turn it on, boom, you are good to go. And these light bars are really cool. Now, I got a really cool video coming out about this NOCQUA light bar. You're going to see some behind the scenes footage of how this bar was custom made for my kayak, the process that goes into it, and you want to watch for that video coming out. So if you're not subscribed, you want to hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you know when the video is dropping. It was a really cool thing to see, and getting this customized for my kayak was a really cool process. All right, now I'll show you something cool with this switch. Is this cable here I've got ran back to my seat, and I've got this on a splitter, so it Y splits out, and one power connection. So when I turn the switch on, now I've got my nav lights, and if we come back here to the seat, right beside my seat, now we've got power. I've got a USB and a USB-C plug right back here. You zoom in and I'll show you. So now you can see I got 12.1 amps coming out. So I can easily charge my microphone. I can charge my cell phone right here beside my seat, and don't have to worry about getting in the front, getting in the back. So power right at my seat, and just drilled and put one of those USB adapters, super simple to put in. These adapters right here, this one is a double USB. I like the USB-C because a lot of things are going to USB-C now, but makes your setup really customizable by being able to take a battery, get those splitters, and running multiple devices off of one single battery. All right, I'll tell you why this battery right here is important to have. You can take this and quickly plug and play, hook your nav lights up, and this battery will last plenty long enough to be able to use before the sun comes up or after the sun goes down to keep you legal. So this is a great battery to have. And you can also use this, just keep it right here under your seat. And if you need a quick charge, you could just plug in your phone and charge your phone, and it's right underneath your seat. I did not want to forget to talk about the NOCQUA Power Bank. When you get the power bank and you grab this connection set, it lets you charge an iPhone, USB-C, charge it with the USB cable right here, and it plugs in. And these things are cool. You even got a compass. You even got you a built-in LED light. Tells you your battery percentage right there. Just hold that in and it will turn your light off. And man, this thing right here, multiple trips with this, charging phone, whatever USB-C accessories you need. It's compact. You can even throw this in one of the pockets on your PFD, your backpack, and just makes a good little portable charger to have as backup. Silicone case. So definitely, if you don't have one of these NOCQUA power banks, you want to have one of these in your arsenal just to have some extra battery life out on the water. All right, I'll go through. I'm gonna put up the screenshot of the PDF that I created, and this will cover most of the cameras, action cameras, cell phones that you would be using while you're out on your kayak recording content. And you are more in tune with saving space on your kayak and weight, then the NOCQUA batteries, that is the perfect solution for your kayak. These things do not hardly weigh anything at all. They've got a long lifespan on them. They don't take up any space on your kayak. Everything that you're going to need to be able to connect devices, whether it is power cables, splitter cables, extension cables, you can get that all from NOCQUA. And I will leave NOCQUA's link down in the description below. I'll leave some descriptions of some of the things that you see on my kayak here. And you can run these cables from the front all the way to the back with the extensions that they have. And it's the same type of cabling that you get right here. It's the plug and play cables. You don't have to wire anything. I think the only cable that you do need to wire from their website is if you're running a fish finder with these batteries. You have to make that connection for the power to be able to plug into the back of a fish finder. But that is simple. Red and red, black and black. Get you some heat shrink. Make that connection watertight seal. It's very simple to do. I've done two. One on my Garmin Striker 4 and one on my Garmin Striker 9. And speaking of Garmin fish finders, these batteries are great if you don't want to worry about a big heavy battery on your boat or your pontoon. And we just installed my old Garmin Striker 4 on the pontoon. And for me, I been using my NOCQUA 4.4 amp hour battery on the pontoon. I can take this with me. I can plug it up, use it when I want to use it, and when I'm done fishing and I come back home, I just bring this with me. But here's what I will tell you. You could get multiple trips on your pontoon using that fish finder before you even need to worry about a charge. I bring these home. I just don't like to leave them out in the sun in hot places. It makes the battery life longer, so that's why I bring them home, give them a good charge, and keep them out of the sun. But these are perfect for being portable to move to different vessels, so you can take your electronics with you. And the other thing is too, you can take one of these, and we're getting ready to install fishing light, and we're going to be using one of these. So that video will also be coming. I'm going to use these batteries to show you how you can take these little NOCQUA batteries right here and power multiple devices for fishing and things in the outdoors where battery weight becomes an issue, and these are going to help you solve that and give you more power, more recording time. Promise you, you're not going to be disappointed with the NOCQUA brand. You're not going to be disappointed with the NOCQUA batteries. You could not ask for better customer service, for one. You could not ask for greater people to work with than the NOCQUA folks. I've been over there multiple times. Let me just tell you, it is the best, friendliest atmosphere. Small business. We got to support small businesses. They put out a great product. You might be wondering, how can I get my hands on the power bank? Well, right here's your chance. Thanks to the fine folks over at NOCQUA, we're doing a giveaway. So you can get one of the NOCQUA power banks right here, and you're going to get the red, white, and blue silicone case that goes with it. And this right here is going to help protect your power bank from the dust, the debris, and this right here is going to be an accessory that you are glad that you have when you travel, you go on vacation, you go fishing, you go hunting. This has multiple uses. Now, how can I win the giveaway? All you're going to do is like this video, and then you're going to leave a comment down below. One comment gets you one entry. If you leave multiple comments, you're only going to get one entry, but multiple comments will help the algorithm, and it'll help push this video for more people to see. So let's get going. We'll give this about a month, and sometime at the end of the month or next month, I'll pull up a program. We'll randomly choose a winner. I will reach out to you, and I'm going to send you a NOCQUA power bank, and you're going to be glad that you won the NOCQUA power bank. All right, this is where I am counting on you, my subscribers. And if you're seeing this for the first time, now is your chance to win a NOCQUA power bank. Absolutely free. The rules are simple. You're going to like this video and you're going to share it. Then you're going to leave a comment down below. Are you currently using NOCQUA batteries? Do you own a power bank? If you do not, tell me what you would do if you won this NOCQUA power bank. What would you use it for? So leave a comment down below. One comment will get you one entry. If you leave multiple comments, you're only going to get one entry, but it will absolutely help this video. So comment away, like, share, and if you're not subscribed, I highly suggest you subscribe and you hit that bell notification, select all, so you know when I have videos dropping, because we got a lot of videos coming up on the channel with multiple companies and you don't want to miss out. All right, do me a favor. Head on over to NOCQUA, show them some love. They are a great family-owned business. I have been to the headquarters twice now, and it's a trip that I thoroughly enjoy across the North Carolina mountains. They are a small family-owned business. They are super great people. They stand behind their product. They make an excellent product in the outdoor kayak fishing and fishing industry, and we need to show them some love, give them some support. You will not find better people to deal with as far as customer service goes and making sure that you are taken care of so you can enjoy more time in the outdoors and on the water. We will see you on the next video.